If you're tired of feeling like a victim, drained like a hero, or just stuck being a persecutor in your own life, then buckle up. We're taking a deep dive into how the drama triangle has been running your life, and how you can flip that shit in its head. No more being a pawn in your own life. It's time to be the fucking chess master. The drama triangle. Let's break it down. Victim. You've been here. You know when you get to work and your boss throws some random bullshit on your desk and your mood drops like you've been hit with a hammer. My boss ruined my day. You said that, right? Maybe it's a friend who always needs your help but never gives a damn when it's your turn. You feel like the world is out to get you. Hell, even your cat probably doesn't give a damn when you need snuggles. It's the sense of powerlessness. The truth is, you're feeling like you don't have control over your situation. Like life is happening to you, instead of you happening to it. But here's the truth. The moment you give away your power, you're a slave to that power dynamic. You're sitting there, crying about how shitty things are, waiting for some magical force or person to come save your ass. Hero. The I'll fix everything mentality. The do-it-all, over-giving saviour. Maybe you're trying to save your partner from their crap, or trying to keep the peace at work, or going overboard because you have to help. But what happens? You end up resenting everyone. I'll save everyone. But why does no one appreciate me? Sound familiar? You give, you give, you give. And when no one notices, you're like, fucking hell, why do I even bother? This is exhausting, isn't it? You're trying to be the superhero, but you're slowly getting crushed under the weight of everyone else's problems, leaving you with nothing left for yourself. The persecutor. Here we go, the blame game. That's when you're stuck in your head thinking, they're all idiots. Your boss, your co-workers, your friends, your family, your neighbour. You start to believe the world is full of people who just can't get their shit done. And it's so damn frustrating. It's not just a thought, it's a state of being. What happens then? You become judgmental. And nothing feels worse than getting stuck in resentment. You want to change, but you're looking at everyone else's flaws instead of your own. Shifting to the empowerment dynamic. Let's snap out of that victim, hero, persecutor mindset to get to what really works, the empowerment dynamic. Here's where the real magic happens, and I'm going to make sure you understand it. Creator. You're done being the victim. You take ownership of your life. So instead of waking up feeling like everything sucks, you ask yourself the creator's question. What's my goal? Now, shift that energy. Don't dwell on the shit that's wrong. Ask, what is my next move? Your boss gave you a pile of work. Fine. What's your goal? To finish it well? To find a way to make it easier? To negotiate more time? You're not a passive player in the game of life anymore. You're a creator. You don't sit back waiting for someone else to change your circumstances. You create the circumstances that you need to achieve your goals. You take responsibility and say, all right, I control this now. Example, you're stuck in a job that makes you miserable. Instead of blaming your boss, you say, okay, how can I make this work for me? Maybe you start networking. Maybe you start looking for a new job. Maybe you start building a side hustle. The goal is clear. You get what you want. Coach. Let's move to coach. This is where you start stepping into the driver's seat of your own growth. You stop fixing everyone else and instead you ask, what resources do I need to succeed? The truth is, you don't have to do it all alone. In fact, the only way to level up is by gathering the right tools. You've been running around trying to save everyone. But who's coaching you? You need mentors, you need resources. Whether that's reading a book, joining a course, getting a coach, or surrounding yourself with people who have what you want. You've been trying to do it all with a half-empty toolbox. And that's exhausting. Let's fix that. Go find the right tools and stop struggling. You've got what it takes. But you need to equip yourself. For example, let's say you want to start a business, but you've got no idea where to start. Instead of doing everything yourself and burning out, you ask for help. You read books on entrepreneurship. You talk to people who've done it. You watch tutorials. The key here is learning, growing and building the resources you need. You're not trying to save the day. You're setting yourself up for long-term success. The challenger. This is where it gets real. No more dancing around the truth. The challenger calls you out on your shit. What's the hard truth I'm avoiding? This is when you face the ugly truth, the part of you that you don't want to admit. Maybe you're staying in a bad relationship because it's comfortable. Maybe you're stuck in a dead-end job because you're scared of failure. But you can't stay there anymore. The challenger says, okay, what's the real issue here? And then you confront it. You stop lying to yourself. It might sting, but it's the truth that sets you free. For example, you've been in a job you hate for years. You're constantly complaining about it. But the real truth is, you haven't made any real effort to change it. You've been avoiding the hard truth. That it's time to take action. It's not about changing the job. It's about changing your approach. The challenger voice says, you've got the power to change this. Do it. The science behind it. When you're in that drama triangle, victim, hero, persecutor, your brain is flooded with cortisol. You're stressed. Your body is in fight or flight. And you're constantly reacting. That's exhausting. No wonder you're drained. Cortisol is not your friend. When you move to the empowerment dynamic, when you're creating, coaching, and challenging, your brain releases dopamine. Dopamine is the feel-good drive hormone. It gets you moving. It makes you feel motivated. Your brain is now working for you, not against you. You're on a path of growth. That's why this shit works. The karma of not doing it. If you keep playing the drama triangle, you're going to stay stuck. You'll keep blaming everyone else for your problems. You'll keep burning yourself out trying to be the hero. And you'll keep being a judgmental prick to others. The karma. You stay stuck in the same shitty patterns forever. You end up tired, resentful, and emotionally drained. And you never get what you really want. But when you step into the empowerment dynamic, you break those cycles, you take control, you stop playing small, and guess what? You start getting exactly what you want out of life. So why are you afraid to do it? Here's the deal, you're scared because change is uncomfortable. The comfort zone you're in might suck, but it's what you know, it's familiar, it's safe. But fuck that, safe is a prison. You're afraid because you've been avoiding the hard truth for too long. You're afraid of rejection, of looking stupid, of maybe failing. But the real failure is not doing it at all. Now go do it. You know what to do. It's time to step up, create, coach, challenge. Get the hell out of the drama triangle. Change your life and start getting what you deserve.